So welcome back, guys. Today is a pretty exciting day. We're out in the middle of the woods, and I've got some materials on the trailer behind me, and we are about to set up a pig pen. I posted a video a few weeks ago talking about how we were interested in being more self-sufficient with our food supply around here, and this is kind of the first step in that process. So let's get this pig pen set up. Hopefully within a week or so we'll have some pigs in it. I found a good local source of pigs, and we'll go from there. So let's get started. About 1.5 feet out of square. Yikes. So that's got 3 sides of the shelter up, and it went together pretty quickly, I would say, and it went together a lot better once I got it squared back up. But I'm going to leave the front open for now, and we need to go and get some posts and tin so that we can build a little shelter back there. So let's go ahead and do that. That's not gonna work. So guys, we have made some really significant progress on this hog enclosure here, and here's kind of the corner post right here. And obviously I need a gate, I need a way to get in and out. So here's my idea. What I'm gonna do is have, of course, this post over here for reinforcement, but this is going to be kind of the corner post, and I'm going to use these carabiners here to hook the panels to this post instead of the T-post clips. And I hope I got big enough carabiners for this. It's looking like maybe I didn't. Well, let me fiddle with it for a while and see. So I went to another Tractor Supply and they didn't have any of the bigger carabiners, unfortunately, which is fine because I think this is actually going to work a little bit better. So I'm going to take these bungee straps here and maybe use a couple of them and just hook them on this T-post over here, and then wrap it around once and hook it to the fence right here. And that actually gives a really solid connection right there. So I think that'll be fine. I don't think they're going to get out anyway because we're going to add electric to this very shortly. But before we do that, let's make the shelter just a little more weather resistant. So I didn't film all that, but I think y'all pretty well get the picture. It's pretty crude, but I think it'll work fine. I mean, they're pigs. So this will keep the rain off of them, keep the wind off of them, and of course all the holes will give them some ventilation when it's hot. I think that's perfectly fine. So I'm going to use a solar fence charger on this pig pen here, and I'm going to face it south. That's the advice for my area. And once we get all of the wires in, then I'll kind of explain my thought process on what I was doing, because it's going to seem really, really overdone. Oh, there it went. Oh, good. Work. Now, before we string our wires, we need to get the ground rod in the ground. Wow. That's good enough. All right, so let me explain what I just did, because I know this is looking like the Fort Knox of pig pens at this point, right? There's 2 wires on the inside to keep the pigs in. There's 2 wires along the outside. Why? So here's why. I've done a lot of reading on this, and I've read a lot about people not having problems with coyotes in their pigs. And I really do believe that. But here's what I can't get past. I can't get past the piglets that I'm getting. They're going to be 15 to 20 pounds, And honest to goodness, if I was a coyote, I would get that. I would eat a piglet if I was a coyote. And I just don't, I would not sleep good at night if I didn't have some extra security. So this, what I just did around the outside, is for coyotes, foxes, whatever that might come up. We have a lot of coyotes around here, and as I said, if I was a coyote, I would eat a piglet. So that's what this is for. There are 2 layers of security. There's one around the outside, electrified. There's this, which is 50 inches high, and I really don't think a coyote is going to bother with getting in here, having to deal with all of this. So this is going to help me sleep better at night. Really, that's all this is for. And it might prevent a coyote attack. I don't know. So let's test it and see how it works. So I know y'all can't see that, but you can hear it. I think it's working pretty good. So guys, that's going to do it for the construction of the pig pen, and I didn't think I was going to be able to show you the pigs inside of the pen, but it looks like I probably will tomorrow, if all things go according to plan. I'm picking up the pigs tomorrow, so I'll be sure to include that at the end of this video as well. I'm really happy with the way that it turned out. There's a lot of layers of security. I put the electric and the cattle panel on the inside because I just do not want to come out here and see that the pigs have gotten out. That would really, I feel like that would just really be an ordeal. I see a lot on the internet about people just using electric to keep them in, and it's obviously very successful. There's a guy that I follow, Just a Few Acres Farm. He's a professional farmer basically, and he's got 2 strands of electric keeping his pigs in it, so it obviously works. But I've never done this before. I don't know a lot about pigs, and I just do not want these things to get out, so I'm doing all that I can to keep them in. There's 2 strands on the outside of electric to keep possible predators out. Apparently they don't really mess with pigs, but like I said, if I was a coyote, I would eat a pig, or a piglet at least. So those 2 strands on the outside are going to help me sleep a little bit better at night, I guess. The only thing that is missing at this point is a water source. You can see there's a pan in there for food. The only thing I'm missing is a water source. Right at first, I'll just have to get them a little pan or something. That's not going to work out for long, but I do have some nipples coming, and I'm going to get a food grade barrel and tap that into the barrel so I'll have a fresh, clean source of water, and I won't have to refill it particularly often. So that's my plan for water, and we'll see how it works out. So right now, I am done for the day. I'm going in the house, and if all things go according to plan, we'll have pigs in here tomorrow.